Yo, what is going on, guys? Digirex here. Today I'm coming at you with a brand new video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the Regulator pistol within Void Bastard. So this pistol is your starting weapon. This is the weapon that you start with, the most basic weapon in the entire game, and it's also probably, it's one of the best in my opinion. I do love the Regulator. So the Regulator is a short to medium range pistol that you get at the start of the game that has multiple upgrades. At first, it starts just as the Regulator. You don't need to do anything to get this. All your clients are handed the Regulator free of charge by doing nothing. Then you can upgrade it via the workbench to the Hefty Regulator, which increases damage by 33%. And to craft the Hefty Regulator, all you need is a metal tube. The next upgrade is the Swift Regulator, which increases the rate of fire by 50%, which requires a colon irrigator and whiz rocks. And then the final upgrade for the Regulator turns it into the Legislator, which increases damage by a further 75%. And to get this, you need a chain and a Phenom tube. So those are the upgrades for the Regulator. By the end, you've over doubled your damage and you have an increased fire rate by 50%. Another useful upgrade that you can get from the workbench, not an exact upgrade for the Regulator, but the kind of side perk that goes with it, is the Bullet Hunter, which you need a magnifying glass to craft and allows you to find bullets in hab modules, which makes bullets very, very, very common, which is why the Regulator is honestly one of the best guns. You really don't have to worry about conserving too much ammo for it. So the Regulator is a short / medium range weapon. I would advise against using it at longer ranges because, as you see, the reticule shows the bloom that the Regulator has, and yes, it does have bloom, which can sometimes be annoying. It can cause you to miss crit shots or even miss targets completely. The best thing you can do is line up targets the best you can. It's extremely accurate at close range, but at medium and long range, especially at long range, it can become extremely ineffective due to the bloom. So I would try to get as close as possible without taking too much damage so that you can make sure your bullets hit their mark. There's 8 bullets to the mag, and the reload is fairly fast, so you can put out a good amount of DPS with this thing, especially once you get the Swift Regulator upgrade, which again increases rate of fire by 50%. This makes it so you can even do some really good damage to turrets and even harder enemies to kill. So to provide some tips for this weapon, I would definitely recommend use your bullets, because you actually get bullets fairly often for this weapon, so I wouldn't be too afraid to dish out bullets if you have to, although it is always good to conserve bullets. So if you do have to kill something, try to get as close as possible so you make sure that once again you are hitting your marks and you're using the least amount of ammo possible. So a few advantages to this Regulator is that it can set off bushwhackers from a pretty decent distance. It can set off explosives and stuff like that, and it can even one-shot those little explosive enemies. I would not use this against tougher to kill enemies, as it will take a lot of bullets. You're more likely you'll save more ammo, you save more time if you zap and pass if possible, because this thing does not deal a massive amount of damage. This is more for clearing out just regular old enemies and ads and stuff like that, and not really having to worry about run past them and stuff like that. Although once you have this weapon fully upgraded, it can be pretty deadly to even larger enemies. So guys, this is the Regulator. Like I said, it can do stuff like set off explosives, clear little ads fairly easily at short and medium ranges, and it's just a trustworthy pistol all around because you find bullets very quickly. And I would definitely recommend getting the Bullet Hunter perk just so you can use this gun all the time. Some of the other weapons you won't be able to find ammo for all the time. And yeah, a few things worth noting is that bullets do not over-penetrate targets, such as the toaster does. And there is one more upgrade that is pretty useful for all weapons, which is the ammo subsidy, which you only need duct tape to, which is the ammo subsidy, which you only need Form to craft, and declines for 50% more air back in the in the crafting area, more ammo when a new client dies for your pistol at the start. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the upgrades taught you some stuff.
and I'm open to mine. So we all need some time just to settle down. Won't you come around, cause I never can leave it alone. Talking about somebody rolling, boulevard dining, making it count for efforts I can't explain. Balling and feeling we drowning, never been humbled by playing the fighter.